Assalamualaikum. I welcome you all for class 9 subject science. So today we are going to start a new topic, that is force and law of motion. Okay, here what can you see? Yes, this is nothing but the pushing. The boy is pushing the trolley, moves along the direction what the boy is pushing. Then what is the example? The second, the drawer is pulled. Yes. And the third one, the hockey stick hits the ball forward. What is actually going on? What is here? That is the motion. What is the meaning of motion? Movement of any object from its rest is known as motion. Motion can be uniform or non-uniform. We have not yet discovered what causes the motion. Yes or no? What happens? Why it moves? Why does the speed of an object change with time? Do all motion require a cause? If so, what is the nature of this cause? In this chapter, we shall make an attempt to quench all these curiosities, right? For many centuries, the problem of motion and its causes had puzzled scientists and philosophers. A ball on the ground, when given a small hit, does not move forever. Such observation suggests the rest in the natural state of an object. This remained the belief until Galileo Galilei, he was a scientist, and Isaac Newton developed an entirely different approach to understand motion. In our everyday life, we observe that effort is required to put a stationary object into motion or to stop moving object. We ordinarily experience this as a muscular effect and say that we must push or hit or pull of an object to change its state of motion. So we understood that for any motion we need a force. Yes or no? Yes. Now what is actually force? Force and laws of motion. Force means what? If the door is closed, outside, now for example, the classroom door is closed or open. If you want to close the door, it will go by itself. Or if you want to open the door, can it open by itself? No. We have to apply some force. Means we should go, get up and push the door or pull the door. Yes or no? That pushing and pulling. If we are sitting in our place and saying the door, you can close the door, means close the door means it will close by itself. No. Open the door means no. We have to get up, go near to the door. Either we have to push by ourselves or say someone to push the door to close. Means we are giving some force to it so that it can be moved from one position to another. That is what it means here. Push or pull. What is the definition here we are learning is the force. Force is push or pull of an object. Which object I told you now? That is the door. Is called the force. Right? It can be any object. I cannot say only the door. Okay? So push or pull on an object is called force. It is further defined. It is defined as the push or pull on an object with mass that causes it to change its velocity. Now what is the meaning of mass? Now if the same door, if you say this 5-year-old baby to push the door, okay, how much he can push? He can just close little and come back, or he can just pull. Sometimes even the child cannot push the door also. Why? Because the door will be heavy and the child cannot push. Yes? Why? That is nothing but the mass. Mass is the weight, or mass is nothing but the weight. What the door carries. That causes it to change its velocity. Means we have to put the proper mass, that is the velocity, means the force. It causes it to change its velocity. It is a vector quantity. Okay? Force is a vector quantity. What is the meaning of vector quantity? It has both direction and motion. Okay? Then to open, example for the force is to open or close the door. Okay? Then what happens? What are the effects here? Force can move a stationary object. Means stationary means anything which is at rest, means where stationary means it is stable there. Okay. Force can move a stationary object. Force can stop a moving object. Now what is the moving object here? For example, if you have thrown a ball to your friend, okay, what happens? What the friend will do? He will catch the ball. Yes or no? The ball was moving. The ball was moving from you to your friend. The other friend caught the ball. Means the movement of the ball was stopped. Moving object was stopped. Then force can be changed the direction of moving object. Now the same ball you have given to your friend. You gave in one direction. Then your friend throw the ball to other friend, not for you. Okay, you are in one place. Then your friend gave the ball to other, means passing the ball. Okay, football you will pass, right, to make a goal. Similarly here, now the friend have changed the direction of the ball. Yes or no? From one to other. So force can change the direction of moving object. Clear? Then force can change the speed of moving object. Speed also can be changed. The same football now you have passed to your friend very quick. Means within 2 seconds the ball reached to your friend. But he kicked slowly. So to other friend the ball moved for 5 seconds or 6 seconds. It happens, right? Yes. So force can change the speed of moving object. How much force you will apply, so much fast it moves. If you apply little force, then the speed will be slow. If you apply more force, then speed will be high. So what happens? Force changes the speed of moving object. Then force can change the shape and size of object. Force can change the shape and size of an object, I said to you. Now this is a spring. Yes or no? Yes, this is a spring. If I stretch the spring, okay, what I am doing? I am pulling the stitch. That is the spring. For example, even we play, right? From one end, one friend is catching, the other end, one more friend is catching. I am stretching the string. What happens to the shape of that string? That is, it changes, it bulges and becomes long also. As you can see here, with the force, you can change the shape and size of an object. Clear? Okay, what are the types of forces now? There are two types of forces, that is balance force and unbalanced force. Now, what do you mean by balance force? Just look at this box. Okay, I have kept one box on the table. One side you are pushing there, the other side your friend is pushing. Okay, both are pushing with the same force. Now here the force is like 50 newtons. Here also it will be 50. So what happened to the box? The box moved? No, it will not move because both are pushing together there. It will not move at all. It will be there only. Both of them are holding with the same force, then the movement will not be there. So this type of force is known as balanced force, where the object will not move at all and the force is of opposite direction. Come to the definition here. If the resultant of applied force, a resultant means here for example 15 Newton, here also 50 Newton of force I have taken. If 50 minus 50, what is the force there? It is 0, right? From this side also I have applied 50 Newton force, here also I have applied there. Now minus that, it becomes 0. The resultant, the force is 0. The object will not move and the resultant will be 0. If the resultant of applied force is equal to 0, then it is called balanced force. Clear? Here the object is not moved, it will not move in the balanced force. Clear? And both opposite direction the force is same and you have to subtract it. Balanced force means in the numerical you will subtract. That you have to remember. Okay, because it is in opposite direction. Clear? From one side and other side. If it is one side both means it will be added. Clear? Okay, now the unbalanced force. If the resultant of applied force is greater than 0, then it is called unbalanced force. Means pushing of the, now same example I can take. Now if you are pushing the box, little force, now here it is 100 and here it is 50. What happens? This box is moved. Yes or no? Yes or no? You are pushing harder than your friend. You are pushing harder than your friend. Means the box moves. If you want to pull for your friend, then it moves because your force is more. That is unbalanced force. If the resultant of the applied force is greater, more than 0, then it is called unbalanced force. Now, force, I said you, it is defined as the push or pull on an object with mass. Mass is what? The weight. So, that causes it to change its velocity. Now, what is the formula of force now? That is, force is equals to mass into acceleration. Okay? Mass into acceleration. What is the meaning of acceleration? That is V minus U. What is V? V is velocity. Okay? V stands for velocity, final velocity. U stands for initial velocity. Initial velocity means it starts from rest. If any object is at rest, then U is 0. Okay? Initial starting point of an object is taken as U. Then where it is reached, the movement has taken place, no, where it has reached, the final position is V. Clear? How much time it has taken? Okay, that will be divided by T. That is equals to A. Acceleration is equals to final velocity minus initial velocity by time taken. Now what is force here? Force is equals to mass into acceleration. Mass is the weight of the object and how much the movement has taken place in how much time. Okay, with how much time it has taken, that is known as acceleration. What is the unit of that? That will take it as kg. The SI unit of force is given into Newton. Okay. Why here mass is kg, acceleration is meters by second. Okay. Meters by second. The change is in meters and how much time is second times. Okay. We will take in second. So total unit what happens here, we will give it as Newton. Therefore, the SI unit of force can be taken as Newton.